Hello, this is Tranna Wintour. Welcome back to Queer Comics. And today we are tackling possibly my favorite topic, my favorite thing to talk about, inspiration. And in my creative work and in my everyday life, I have so many influences. I mean, you can tell I'm surrounded by a few of those things. I'm always surrounded by things that inspire me and people that inspire me, and I feel like I'm constantly celebrating those things. So I'm very excited to talk about it, but I feel like, oh my god, I have a lot to cover in like 5 minutes. So we need to just get right down to it. Um, First of all, I am inspired by fabulous villains. As a kid, watching Disney movies and other cartoons and any kind of movie like Angelica Houston and the Witches. Ugh, I mean, just any evil bitch in a cape, I have just always loved. And I love capes, I need a cape. Side note. I love the evil bitches on soap operas. I mean, how many times have I shouted out to Catherine Kelly Lang, who stars on The Bold and the Beautiful as Brooke Logan? But I also love Sheila on The Bold and the Beautiful. She was like the craziest bitch villain ever. Barbara Ryan on As the World Turns, played by the fabulous Colleen Zank. Soap operas were such a monumental inspiration to me as a child. I just loved all of these slutty, stylish, fabulous, evil bitches. Just loved them. Um, I've always been drawn to sort of sociopathic characters like Martha Stewart. Martha Stewart is such a prime example of the fabulous sociopath. Watching Martha navigate the world of homemaking is so bizarre and so interesting. You know, everything that she does is all about creating a warm and loving home, and it's always so strange because Martha is not a warm and loving person. Oh no. And it's not an act. I mean, I'm sure that she's even colder and scarier than we could ever imagine. I highly recommend that all of you track down the Vanity Fair interview that she did a couple of years ago. It was the first big interview that she did right after she got out of jail. It is juicy and it is hilarious and so fascinating. One of the best things I've ever read. Track it down. It's online on the Vanity Fair archives. Just Google Martha Stewart Vanity Fair interview. Just get it. Just read it. Ugh. It is so fucking good. And, I mean, most of the sociopathic characters that I love are fictional. Obviously, Martha is real. I feel like Barbara Streisand is, like, borderline. You know? Borderline. Barbara is the Martha Stewart of the music world. And you should also read Barbara's book, My Passion for Design. Actually, I think I have that right here. Barbara, My Passion for Design, the craziest book. I mean, this book should have just been called I Have So Much Money, I Don't Know What the Fuck to Do With It, so I'm going to build a custom barn-inspired mansion. Or Barbara Streisand, My Passion for Outdated Fonts. Or Barbara Streisand, I Have More Money Than You Could Ever Dream of. Look at this fucking Bichon Frisé right here, the luckiest bitch in the world. If you're really good in this life, maybe you'll get reincarnated as Barbara Streisand's dog. I feel like that's the highest incarnation. I love books. I love coffee table books, images and photography, especially that are fashion or portrait-based. I also love memoirs. Love reading a juicy memoir. I feel like this is about to turn into an episode of The Reading Rainbow. I have a few examples of some books that I love and that I constantly go to for inspiration. And you can dance for inspiration. We're over Madonna, but let's get back to the books. Joan Collins, My Secrets. Now, this is not a memoir per se, it's more of a guide to life. It is so amazing. It has so many ridiculous pictures of Joan. Especially the part where she's exercising. I mean, Joan is such a ridiculous character. I mean, she has like 6 or 7 memoirs out. Who has time to read that much about the life of Joan Collins? Who gives a fucking shit? Look at this. Joan exercising. It's so fucking ridiculous. It's essential. This is the guide to the good life. Also, speaking of guide to life, Miss Piggy's 1981 My Guide to Life. Essential. I just love Miss Piggy. Who would I be? Where would I be without Miss Piggy? I feel like Mariah and Miss Piggy have a lot in common. They're both so over the top in their approach to glamour and life, and, you know, they're both, just the way they talk, darling, and, you know, they will both fucking karate chop you if you get in their way. I love them. I love strong females. Females like Anna Wintour. Obviously, I adore Anna. I'm so drawn to her coldness and just this persona that she's made for herself, because I'm sure that in the everyday she's actually quite a boring person. I don't think she's very interesting. I don't think she's actually very captivating, but she has cultivated this mythic persona for herself, and, you know, everyone fears her, and I love that. It's always been my biggest dream to be feared. I want people to be scared of me, but I'm just too nice. I'm too nice. Maybe that's why I'm so drawn to these ridiculous evil bitches. You know, not just the real ones like Anna and Martha, but the fictional ones too. Like Alex, played by Glenn Close in Fatal Attraction. I won't be ignored, Dan. God, I just love that character. And Faye Dunaway as Joan Crawford in Mommy Dearest. I mean, I know it's such an obvious choice, but that movie and just that performance is just an endless well of inspiration. It's just so fucking good. I'm not mad at you, I'm mad at the dirt! I mean, who says that? It's the best fucking line I've ever heard in my life. Faye Dunaway in general, like on and off screen, just what a fucking nut that woman is. I love her. She scares me. Naomi. Oh, Naomi scares the shit out of me. Naomi Campbell. Just a terrifying figure. I mean, Naomi can and will kill you with her eyes. This is not a joke. Who else inspires me? I'm so inspired by the divas, but you can watch my video on the divas. I mean, there's nothing that inspires me more than a diva. Although I think I missed out a few divas in the diva video. Most importantly, Diana Ross. Diana Ross, too, borderline sociopath, I think. Call her Miss Ross. Get her a giant poof in every color of the rainbow and call her Ms. Ross. Don't you dare fucking call her Diana. You are not on a one-name basis. She is too good for you. She's too good for us. She's on another level. I've never really been inspired by men. I think the only men who have inspired me are RuPaul and John Waters. I love John Waters. But that's about it. Some other fictional characters that I love, obviously Eddie and Patsy from Absolutely Fabulous. They are major inspirations to me. I think I've seen every episode of Absolutely Fabulous at least 100 times, but it never stops being a source of inspiration and joy for me. Because as ridiculous and hilarious as they are, what I love about them is the way that they have created this world for themselves. This world that is built around everything that they love. Fashion and adventure and fame and celebrity and, you know, just everything that they love. And I really respond to that, and I'm so drawn to people, fictional or real, who build the world and the reality that they want for themselves, and they inhabit that, and they live it, and nothing else matters. And, you know, I feel like everything that I've spoken about today, that's what it comes down to, is just creating your own world, creating your own joy, living that, being yourself out loud, being the most outrageous, out loud version of yourself. That's inspiring. That's everything that I strive for, and I feel like surrounding myself with my inspirations allows me to do that more easily than I could ever do on my own. And so I am constantly in gratitude and in celebration of my muses and inspirations, and I hope that you are too. And I'll see you very soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.